Or it's a wet cell.
Wet cell means inside liquid will be there, Nana.
Oh, okay. Sir, I think it's a dry cell, sir.
Very good. It is a dry cell, Nana. Why it is a dry cell? Because inside liquid electrolyte will not be there. Which will be there? Powder form of electrolyte will be there. Okay. And that powder form of electrolyte
So is
generally...
it dry or wet?
Nana?
How do we know if it's dry or wet?
Okay. Now if you open it, Nana, if you open that electric cell, if you find any liquid in it, it will be called wet cell, Nana. Okay.
What chemical parts of the dry cell?
By seeing, how can we understand?
By seeing, Nana, you can't understand, but inside whatever is there, that you have to see. Actually, whenever wet cells are there, liquid will be there outside only, not inside will be there. Okay, you can see it. And generally, different. Huh?
So that is why I asked the question.
Okay, okay. Nana, few wet cells will be there. And first type of wet cell was constructed by Volta, which is called simple voltaic cell. And by using that simple voltaic cell, he produced a small amount of current, Nana. He produced what? Small amount of current. And in a later years, many other scientists performed different experiments. And after that, one of the scientists called Leclanche, Nana. Sorry. What is his name? Leclanche. So he also prepared one wet cell, Nana, which is called Leclanche cell. And in which what will be there? Liquid electrolyte will be there, and it can produce current of more value than that particular simple voltaic cell, Nana. And after those things, which was discovered, Nana, dry cells were discovered. And this electric cell only, whatever electric cell we are speaking here, that only will be called a dry cell. And now let us observe what parts will be there in that dry cell. So this is about dry cell, Nana. Whatever.
Sir, can I tell you?
Okay, Nana, tell me, Bhavya.
Yes, sir. So, as far as I know, first there is a protective covering. There is a protective covering. I mean, it's a non-conductor. The outer covering, it's a non-conductor. Okay. Then the outer shell kind of thing, it's a non-conductor. Then in the middle of the dry cell, there is a rod which is made up of carbon electrode powder, carbon electrode powder. Then after the shell, after the non-conductor shell, there is an electrolyte paste.
Okay.
Then there is, sir?
Nana, some sound is coming.
Sir, can you hear me now?
Okay.
Yes, sir. I mean, yeah. Sir, is it okay now?
Yeah. Tell me, Nana.
Yes. So, after the protective covering, after the non-conductor cover outer shell, there is an electrolyte paste. Okay. And then after that there is a separator which separates the electrolyte paste and the carbon and manganese dioxide mixture. Okay. After the separator, there is this carbon and manganese dioxide mixture. Okay. Then after that, there is a rod, mixture of carbon positive electrode, and to the top of it, to the top of cell, there is a positive terminal, and to the bottom there is a zinc negative electrode.
Okay. Any other, Nana? Have you seen whatever is there on your screen, Nana, this is called a dry cell. And
Yes, sir.
whenever any cell is there, you said positive electrode will be there and negative electrode will be there. Electrode is nothing but which is made up of one metal, Nana.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
And those metals either can attract negative charge or they can attract positive charge. And whatever the metallic plate which will attract positive charge will be called anode, Nana. And whatever the metallic plate which will attract negative charge, that will be called cathode. Now observe this dry cell diagram, Nana. In this diagram, clearly you can observe that a carbon rod will be there at the center. Observe carefully, Nana. In the dry cell, this particular, this one is there, no? Everyone, you are listening or not?
Yes, sir.
Right, carbon rod will be there at the center, and this carbon rod will act like what, Nana? Cathode. Cathode means it will attract what, Nana?
Positive.
Cathode,
Sorry,
Nana.
negative.
Right, Nana. So cathode will generally tell us about negative charge. It will attract negative charge. And anode will attract which charge, Nana?
Cations.
Right. So anion and cations will be there generally. So cation means which charge, Nana?
The cations means positive.
Anion.
Negative.
Once again, repeat it, Nana. Anion and cation.
So cations are positively charged ions and anions are negatively charged.
Okay. Is it right, Nana, all of you? Anions and cations. Bhavya.
Yes, sir, correct.
Right. Unmana.
Yes, sir.
Right. So anions and cations. To produce anion and cation, what we require, Nana? We require an electrolyte. Already I said, Nana. What electrolyte will do, or what is an electrolyte? Electrolyte is one kind of a substance. It may be there in the form of a liquid or it may be there in the form of a solid. But it is capable of what, Nana? Producing anion and cations, or positive or negative charges. And that kind of electrolyte will be there in which form, Nana? Here paste form is there, isn't it? Which form is there? Paste form. So paste form is a liquid one or a solid one?
Semi-solid.
It is a semi-solid. So it is not completely liquid, Nana. So that's why we are calling it as what, Nana? Dry cell. It is not a wet cell. Okay, it is not completely liquid. It is a gel type material. So that's why we are saying it as dry cell, Nana. Okay, so carbon rod will be there at the center, and around that particular carbon rod, around it, what will be there, Nana? A mixture of carbon and manganese dioxide will be there, and that only will be called charcoal, Nana, actually, which will be called what? Charcoal. And after that charcoal, separator will be there, Nana. And after that separator, what will be there? Electrolyte paste will be there. And after that electrolyte paste, a zinc covering will be there, Nana. So that cover will be there or not for a cell?
Yes.
Last cover will be there, and that cover will be made up of zinc, which will act like a anode, Nana. And carbon rod will act like what, Nana? Cathode. And this particular electrolyte paste, whatever is there, that electrolyte paste generally undergo chemical reaction, and after it undergoes chemical reaction, positive ions, negative ions, that means cations and anions will produce, and those anions and cations will be attracted by cathode and anode. Cathode means that carbon rod, anode means that zinc rod. So they will attract them, and after attracting them, that will be connected to some circuit. That means it will be a closed path. And when you are connecting that to circuit, what happens? Those charges will move. And when charges are moving, what will be produced, Nana? Electric current will be produced. So this dry cell generally is a device which will convert chemical energy into which energy, Nana?
Sir, electrical.
Very good, electrical energy. So in this way, you have to understand related to which one, Nana? Dry cell. But before going to understand about dry cell or wet cell, you have to understand about electrolyte, Nana. And tell me, Nana, which is called electrolyte generally?
I don't know.
Just now I said no, Nana, so you can make note of it. So when I say, will you note down, Nana?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Nana. So the substance.
Sir, can you give 1 minute, sir?
Nana? Bhavya.
Sir, can you give me 1 minute? I'll go get a note.
Okay. And whenever you are coming to the class, you must come with your book and pen, Nana. If anything is to be noted, you have to note down, Nana. Okay? Are you ready, Nana, Bhavya?
Yes, sir.
Right, Nana. So write down all of you. The material or substance which is capable of.
Sir, can you repeat the material then?
Material or substance. Do you know, Nana, spelling substance?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Material or substance which is capable of. Which is capable of producing charges is known as an electrolyte. Okay,
Sir,
Nana?
producing charges or?
Bhavya, I
Again,
kept it in the shared notes.
Nana, tell me, Priscilla.
Sir, I just said that I typed it in the shared notes.
Okay, Nana. Right. So everyone can see it and you can make note of it. Okay, Nana? Right. Now tell me, Nana, in a dry cell, this electrolyte paste will be there in which form, Nana?
Sir, semi-liquid, I guess.
Nana? Bhavya?
Semi-liquid. Semi-liquid.
Okay. Right, Nana.
It's
So
not
semi-liquid.
completely a liquid, or nor is it completely a solid.
Solid.
So
So
it's
as it is not completely liquid, that's why we are calling it as what, Nana? Dry cell. Okay. And apart from that particular paste, what is there, Nana? Powder of carbon and manganese dioxide is there or not? Inside of dry cell, carbon and manganese dioxide mixture will be there or not? So because of that particular, one at a time, Nana. All of you, Priscilla.
Yes, sir.
Inside of this particular dry cell, carbon and manganese dioxide mixture also will be there or not?
Yes.
And electrolyte paste will be there or not?
Yes.
These two will interact, Nana. That means some chemical reaction will undergo between them, and then what that electrolyte paste can do, it can produce charges, and the production of these charges will happen for lifetime, or it will be there up to certain time only.
I think certain time only it will be
For certain time only they are capable of producing charges. That means that reaction will go on for some time, and after that, that particular chemical reaction will be ceased off. That means chemical reaction will stop. And when chemical reaction stops, what happens, Nana? Ions will not be produced, and when ions are not produced, whether electricity you can obtain from this particular dry cell?
Sir, ions are negatively charged, right?
Both will be there, Nana. Ions means positive charge will be there and negative charge also will be there, Nana.
Sir, but my science, physics teacher told that, my science teacher told that, cation means positive charge and ion means negative charge.
Not like that, Nana. Ion means which will have either positive or negative charge. Two types will be there, Nana. Positive ions will be there and negative ions will be there. Just now I said, no, Nana, an atom is electrically neutral or not? First one. General atom will be electrically neutral or not, Bhavya?
Yes.
Electrically neutral. Why electrically neutral, Nana? Because how many number of protons will be there? Same number of electrons will be there in it. Isn't it?
Yes, sir.
If electron is removed from it, it will become fast, Nana. Bhavya. If an electron is removed, it will become positive ion.
Positive ion.
Very good. If an electron is accepted by that atom,
I'm sorry, what I didn't understand.
Please repeat the question.
Nana, see here, all of you. If an electron is lost from that particular atom, one atom is there, Nana. In that I removed one electron. It will become which ion, Nana?
Cation.
Cation. Why, Nana?
Because it gets a positive charge and positive.
Very good, Nana. So positive charge is more in it. Bhavya, understood, no?
Yes, sir.
Arna?
Yes, sir.
Right. Have you understood, Nana?
Yes, sir.
Right. So if an electron is accepted by it, what will happen, Nana? It will be negatively charged or not? More of negative charge will be there then or not? Priscilla?
Yes, sir.
Right, Nana. So that means ions will be of two types, Nana. Positive ion and negative ion. Ion means not only negative. Positive ion also will be there. So remember, Nana, Bhavya. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Nana. So in this way, dry cell will work actually. So what dry cell will do, Nana? Generally tell me. What dry cell will do? Bhavya, tell me, Nana. Bhavya, tell me, Nana. What dry cell will do? Ah.
Sir, I'm sorry, I didn't hear the question.
What dry cell will do, Nana? Tell me now.
Sir, do you mean the working of the dry cell?
Huh?
Do you mean the working of a dry cell?
Not what you mean by, Nana. What dry cell will do? You tell me that. What will
Yes, sir,
happen by dry cell?
sir, are you asking the working of the dry cell?
Okay,
Sir, should I
please, Priscilla, tell me, Nana.
Sir, I'll tell, sir.
1 minute, Nana. Bhavya, you are not getting my point. So let me ask. Priscilla, and after that you can answer, Nana. Okay?
Okay, sir.
Priscilla, tell me, Nana.
The battery, when given electric circuit, before that it converts, it makes anions and cations, and then when electricity passes, it converts chemical energy into electric energy.
Okay. So a dry cell will convert chemical energy into which energy, Nana? Electrical energy. Isn't it? Priscilla.
Yes, sir.
Right. Bhavya, tell me, Nana, whether dry cell will convert chemical energy into electrical energy or not?
Sir, chemical energy. Sir, it converts chemical in. It converts chemical energy into electricity, sir. A
Very good,
dry
Nana.
cell.
Very good. The dry cell will convert chemical energy into which energy, Nana? Electrical energy.
Electrical energy.
Very good, Nana. Now, suppose I took one battery, Nana. One cell I took.
Yes, sir.
Okay. One cell I took, Nana.
Yes, sir.
Okay. After taking that particular battery, directly you will get electric current, or to get electric current, one closed path must be there or not?
Sir, one closed path must be there.
Very good. Priscilla, one closed path must be there or not?
Yes, sir, it is necessary.
Arna,
Okay.
closed path must be there or not?
It is necessary.
Right. So if closed path is there, then only what will happen, Nana?
Sir, the electric current from the battery goes to the electrical appliance we want to be passed on.
Very good, Nana. If a closed path is there for any particular source of electrical energy, then what happens is charge will flow from one end to the another end, Nana. And generally current will flow from where to where? Positive terminal to the negative terminal, Nana. See here, an electric circuit is a closed path along which electric current flows from positive terminal to which terminal, Nana? Negative terminal.